welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a sip down check-in. So as you guys know, I have been trying to sip down some of the teas in my collection, and we started about a month ago. It was like a little less than a month ago is when I started showing like the sip down baskets, and I feel like I made some pretty decent progress. Not as much as I wanted to, but what we're going to do today is I'm going to go through and show you everything that I've finished. I'll show you the things that we're going to keep in the basket, and then we're going to roll some new teas in. So let's first start with what I finished. And I would say the biggest one that I finished was this Twinings Earl Grey black tea. And there were 14 tea bags in here. They are all finished. This was an easy one for me to finish because I have generally, my go-tos in the morning are either a black chai tea or an Earl Grey. So this was super easy to go through. It was really good too. I feel like this is definitely like if you're looking for a budget-friendly grocery store Earl Grey, I do feel like this is a good one. So I would repurchase that one. Now let's go through. I have a whole stack here of other ones that I went through. I should have organized this a little bit better before starting because I know I have, well, I thought we'll get to it. We'll get to it. Okay, so actually, is this it? No, that's not it. I have this little tin from David's Tea. This is the Valerian Nights, which is supposed to be like a caramel and coconut flavor, which makes you think of like the Girl Scout cookies, like the Samoas, which I absolutely love. But this does not come across that way to me. I mentioned it in my last video when I was talking about, because I had like a couple of sachets of this tea, and it's just very disappointing to me. And I felt like maybe it was the coconut or something. Maybe it had gone rancid because there's just this like weird flavor to this, and quite a few of you assured me in the comments of that last video that I'm not crazy, it's not the coconut going rancid, that this tea literally is just like there's something about it that's very off. So not something that I would ever repurchase. And honestly, even just to get through it, I was kind of like, you know, like grossed out the entire time I was drinking it. So not a favorite, that is for sure. Okay, so let's start here. This is Avocado Leaf Tea, and I guess that's the actual brand. Yeah, it is. Avocado Leaf Tea LLC. So this is what the little bag looked like. So in all honesty, I still have one more of these in the basket too. In all honesty, like, I don't know how else to explain this other than like it just tasted like a leaf. Like I felt like if I would have gone outside and picked up like a maple leaf and thrown it in a cup and put boiling water over it, it would have been the same effect. It didn't, I mean, there was nothing avocado-y about it. There was nothing, you know, I mean, obviously like a leaf in general is going to have almost like a green tea taste. So that's probably like the closest that I could describe this to would be like a green tea, but it wasn't even like a green tea. It seriously just felt like I got a leaf off of a random tree. I don't know. That's all I know how to say. So I have one more of these. It wasn't like horrible to drink, but it definitely wasn't something that I was like, oh, this is really good. So definitely would not repurchase this. This was from a Sips By box. I will drink the other one and, you know, be done with it, but then it's like a once and done type of a thing. I also finished up, let's see. Okay, there were 3 of these. These are the Bigelow Orange and Spice herbal teas. These are decent. I was hoping it would be a little bit more mellow, if that makes sense. Like there's something in this that's okay. It's got rose hips and it has hibiscus, which is probably what I was tasting. This just had a very like tart taste to it, and I really wish that it would have just been like more straight up orange and spice, because I love orange spice tea, you know, when you've got like the orange with like the cloves and the cinnamon. So I really wish they wouldn't have added the like the hibiscus, because I'm just not a huge fan of tart teas. And a lot of times if I have a tea that has hibiscus and rose hips in it, I will brew it, you know, cold or throw it over ice, because I feel like when you drink that over ice, it almost like helps to cut down on the tartness. But something like orange spice, I mean, that just makes you want to drink it warm because it sounds so like cozy and comforting. So for me, this was definitely like a fail, not something I would ever repurchase. However, I love orange spice. I need to find one that doesn't have hibiscus in it. And I know I have black teas that are like orange spice and they're like phenomenal, but in the comments down below, let me know if you know of like a caffeine-free herbal orange spice that is just, you know, very basic orange and spice, like not adding a bunch of other stuff to it, because I really would like to find something like that, especially for this time of year. Next up is this Caribbean Sunrise from the Tea Lab. The ingredients in this are rooibos, banana, pineapple, and coconut. So this was a loose leaf tea. I thoroughly enjoyed this one. I didn't sweeten it or anything, and I put it over ice and just enjoyed it. It was super, super good. I would definitely repurchase that, you know, probably next year, because obviously I'm probably not going to be too much in the mood to be drinking like banana and pineapple and coconut right now, but it was really, really good. It's funny. I feel like as like the longer you drink tea, like you will notice your taste buds changing. When I first started drinking tea, I wasn't a huge fan of rooibos, and now I am finding that some of my favorite teas that are like caffeine free are rooibos ones. So I'm actually really, really enjoying rooibos. Next up, we have, I think there were 3 of these. Yes. These are the Taylor of Harrogate's Assam black teas. Looks like that. These are just a basic black tea, and I feel like there are other ones that I definitely prefer. Obviously, there are loose leaf ones that I definitely prefer, but they're even like grocery store brands. I feel like the Twinings English Breakfast is definitely better than this one. I don't know. So this was good. I enjoyed it, but would I go out of my way to purchase this? Probably not. And then I had a Bigelow Pomegranate Pizzazz Herbal Tea. Now, this is another one that has hibiscus, I think. Yes, apple and hibiscus is the first 2 ingredients. So this is a tart tea. So this is one that I served over ice. And I actually, when I do that, like over ice, it's actually very refreshing and I do enjoy it. And I didn't even add sweetener or anything like that. And that was good. Oh wait, no, this isn't it. This is David's Tea Peppermint Amore. At first I thought this was another one of those Valerian Nights, because the Valerian Nights is in a yellow package also. But this is the Peppermint Amore. This is actually really, really good. I love the David's Tea Peppermint Amore for like your basic peppermint. Does it have anything else? Nope. It's just organic peppermint leaves from Oregon and Washington. It's so good. It's, if you have like an upset stomach or anything like that, it's just so good. So this is one I definitely would repurchase. Let's see. There's these 2. This was definitely a fail for me. I guess this was from a Sips by Box. I think the company, yeah, it's just Off Black is the name of the company, and it's Off Black Generation Tea. And this particular tea was called Sweet Bliss, which was a black tea with red berries and cinnamon. So I thought honestly that sounded like it could be really good. But there was just something about this that felt like kind of gross. And I'm not really sure what it was. Maybe it was the pineapple. It's the ingredients are black tea flavoring, cinnamon, apple, red bilberry, orange flowers, pineapple pieces, and black currant leaf. Then again, bilberry. Maybe it's the bilberry, because I was more expecting like berry, like raspberry or strawberry or something like that. Maybe it's the bilberry. I don't know. It wasn't my favorite. It was one of those things, I drank it, but it was like kind of a struggle to get through it. And honestly, the second time, like the second sachet that I drank, I didn't even drink the full cup because I was just like, this is like not even enjoyable. So not something I would repurchase. Finished up this 3-leaf peach matcha. This was awesome. Absolutely love it. Right now I'm actually working on the blueberry matcha from Three Leaf. This has become kind of like one of those things. If I need an afternoon pick-me-up and I don't want to do coffee or anything like that, I'll have a matcha latte, and I really, really enjoy it. And all of the Three Leaf matchas that I've tried so far have been so good. So I definitely would repurchase this. These matchas are not sweetened, so you have to add your own sweetener, which I kind of like because then you have more control over how much sweetness you add. So definitely really, really like that one. Next is this Puka Relax Organic Tea. This is definitely really good. I really enjoy this. This is kind of like a sleepy time tea. Let's see. Okay, sweet fennel seed, chamomile, oat flower, licorice root, cardamom, ginger, and marshmallow is what is in here. It's definitely good. I definitely enjoy that. That is like a really good like opposite for me. If I'm like stressed out and anxious in the afternoon, I'll have a cup of that. Oh, here's another one of the pomegranate pizzazz that I've already talked about from Bigelow. I also enjoyed this one iced. And what else? Oh, here it is. Here's the other Valerian Nights. It was a sachet. Ugh, so glad that's gone. This is from Yum Cha Tea, and it is their pumpkin pie. This was actually really good. This is a pumpkin pie tea that is caffeine free. It does not have, it's not like an actual tea. The ingredients are pumpkin cubes, apple, cinnamon, ginger cubes, turmeric root, cloves, cardamom, and pink peppercorns. This was actually really good. When I first brewed this, I just did it like straight, didn't add milk or sugar or anything like that. And then I took a couple sips and it was decent that way, but then I ended up making it into kind of like a chai with some sweetener and some milk, and it was like really good at that point. I did one of the Lipton Detox, which is dandelion, nettle, and grapefruit. I do really like this. The main flavor that you taste in this is the grapefruit, which I actually really like. And the dandelion. You definitely taste the dandelion because it has like that, almost like a little bit of a bitterness to it. But I actually like that because it kind of reminds me of coffee. I don't even know if they make this tea anymore, but it is really, really good. And I actually just enjoyed this one yesterday. It is from, the company is called Sela, and it's called Joy, which is a cucumber melon green tea. This was really good, iced, unsweetened, just, brewed it and put it over ice. I really enjoyed it. It was very, very refreshing tasting. This is the Miracle Tree Moringa Peach and Ginger. This was another one that was really good. I had this hot, unsweetened, and it says something about it's a organic superfood and it's supposed to give you energy, but it's actually caffeine free. So moringa in general is just supposed to give you that caffeine boost. I want to say, this doesn't say it, but don't quote me on this because I don't know for sure, but I swear at some point I heard that moringa has like B12 or something in it. So that would explain why it would have energy. And then we have this Stash White Peach Tea. This is so good. Love this hot or iced. And then also a Stash Super Irish Breakfast. This was super good too. I love, especially in the mornings, I just love a good, strong, rich black tea, whether it is the Earl Grey or the chai or even just this. But I add a little bit of sweetener and some milk, and it just, oh my gosh, every single morning I just crave that. So good. So that was everything that I actually finished up from the basket. This is the basket. So as you can see, there's still quite a bit left in here. So I was kind of bummed that I didn't finish up everything or finish up more, I guess. But like I said, I'm still working on the blueberry matcha, and I would say, oh yeah, I've only got probably one more serving in here, so still working on that. And then I haven't even opened this, is the Bacha matcha, which is an unflavored, just straight matcha. And still working on these two Yogi Sweet Tangerine Positive Energy. And what else? Oh, I do still have one of the avocado leaf teas. Let's see, I'll just pull all these out. I still have one more Puka Relax, which will be no problem to get through. And then I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of these Lipton matchas. They're green teas. They're actually like an actual sachet, but they have green tea leaves in the sachet and matcha powder. So when you actually brew these, you still get kind of like that cloudy matcha in your cup, and it's so it is like actual matcha. But I have, yeah, all of these. How many did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those to get through. I have one more of the Miracle Tree Moringa Peach and Ginger. And I have 3 more of the Stash White Peach teas. And 1 of the Bigelow I Love Lemon. I have this loose leaf. It's Nujo, which is like a coffee replacement, which I've talked about this before. I actually really, it's funny. I mean, a lot of these teas, it's not that I didn't finish them because I don't like them. I just didn't get to them. This is one I actually really, really like. So I'm actually looking forward to that one. The Tiesta Tea Eternity, which is Blueberry Wild Child. Didn't even touch this one. And the August Uncommon Arabesque, which is green tea with orange and vanilla. This is another one that is super, super enjoyable. I just didn't get to it. And then these two, well, there's this is like the Walmart house brand, the Great Value. Their Organic Sleep didn't have a single one of these. And I wrote it down. There are 7 in here to get through. Did not have a single one of these. This is the Tea Can Company Pinkalicious Oolong Tea. It's called Hope. And I wrote it down. There are 5 in here. And then this one, I know I didn't touch it because I'm actually dreading these because I really am not a fan of this tea. It is the Twinings Focus with ginseng. It's the mango and pineapple, which sounds lovely. And I talked about this in the last one. Mango and pineapple and ginseng would be fantastic, especially iced. But unfortunately, they also put spearmint in this, which throws it off for me every single time because I'll drink this and you taste the pineapple and the mango, but then there's like this undertone of something that tastes like the tea has just gone bad. And I have found that it's the spearmint. So that's going to be a tricky one to get through. And I still have 9. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But we will do it. We will get through it. Okay, so that is everything that was in the last basket. Now let's talk about the teas that I decided to roll into the basket. So like I said before, every single morning I have some sort of black tea. Generally it's a chai or an Earl Grey, unless I'm trying to get through some other tea or if I'm trying a new tea or anything like that. But with that being said, I decided to pull a big box of black tea, and this is from the Red Rose, and it is the Earl Grey. It looks like this, and as you can see, we have 33 tea bags in here to get through, which honestly should be really good. That should last me until like almost, well, it will. If I do a check-in in exactly a month, it probably won't even make it to then. I should finish it up unless I'm drinking other stuff in the morning. So we have that. We also have, which these I'm actually super excited about. These are from Teachino, and these are the roasted herbal tea. So these, all of their teas generally have dandelion root as the base, which I just talked about. I love dandelion root. Number one, it's actually really, really good for your liver. It detoxes your liver. So I love that aspect of it. But roasted dandelion root has very much like a coffee flavor. It's that roasted kind of bitter flavor that I love. So this has that, plus it's caffeine free, plus it's good for your liver. Anyway, this is their pumpkin spice. It looks like this. I have never tried this one before, but I am so excited because all of the teas that I've tried from this company, I've actually loved. So I just have a feeling this is going to be really good. And I'm glad that I have 4 of them because I think I want to try it just completely plain, like brew it hot and drink it straight. But then I also want to make almost like a pumpkin spice latte out of this because obviously if it has that coffee flavor, I think that would be really good. But it would be something that I can enjoy in the evenings. Plus, sometimes coffee, because it's so astringent and because there's like acid in it, it can give me indigestion. Coffee also sometimes will mess with me, like as far as like I will get heart palpitations and stuff. It's almost like it has too much caffeine. So I don't know. It's really nice to have an alternative. So very excited about those. I have 2 of these Tea Vibe pure black tea, Ceylon black teas, and it's the apple and cranberry flavor, which I don't know if generally black tea, I do add some sweetener and some milk. I don't know if I'm going to do that with this. I don't know if the milk with the cranberry would be a little bit off-putting. So I'll have to play with that and see. I have 1 of the Republic of Tea's green rooibos, which I have tried this one before and really like it. It's green rooibos, but it really does taste like green tea. But again, green tea does have some caffeine. This is completely caffeine free and very enjoyable. I have this Puka peppermint and licorice organic tea. I have 2 of the Harney and Sons hot cinnamon spice, which is a black tea. This is from back when Sips By was still around. This is like one of the like in-house brands that they had. So obviously this is not something that you could purchase anymore. It's Tea Goblin is the brand. And this is called the Sanguine Strawberry. I wish so bad that this was like an actual tea company, because I just love like the name Tea Goblin, and the packaging is so adorable. I love it so much. This would be such a great like actual brand. But this is, it's called the Sanguine Strawberry, and the ingredients in this are green tea, strawberry pieces, raspberry pieces, natural flavoring, and safflower petals. So this is a black tea or a green tea with like berry flavor, which I think is going to be really nice. Hot or iced, honestly. And then I have the Celestial Seasonings Lemon Zinger Herbal Tea. This originally had 3 tea bags. We are down to 2 in here. So this one I'll probably brew and then put over ice and drink it iced. And then I have this Davidson's Organic sample of organic herbal orange spice. See, and once again, the first ingredient is rose hips, which could go either way. Sometimes rose hips are not too tart, but other times they are. At least this one doesn't have hibiscus. It's rose hips, cinnamon, orange peel, allspice, cloves, and natural flavor. So let's hope that this one is not as tart, because obviously I'm going to drink this one hot because the orange spice just sounds so cozy. So hopefully that'll be doable. This is Happy Colada from the Tea Lab, which is pineapple cubes, apple cubes, hibiscus blossoms, rose hip peel, orange peel, coconut flakes, freeze-dried sour cherries, and flavoring. This reminds me a lot of David's Tea's Caribbean Crush. Like a lot. It to me, it could almost be a dupe. So this is one I will be brewing up and drinking iced. Probably won't add sweetener or anything, just straight over ice. And then I have this Stash Pumpkin Spice Decaf Tea, which I've actually showed this before. The only reason I'm trying to get through this one is because it's ancient. This is like the old packaging from like when before it like was sold. And I honestly I loved Stash Tea back before it was sold. I still love Stash Tea, but it was really a cool tea company before it was sold. Anyway, this is the old packaging, and I love this tea. There are 15 in here. I love this tea because it is a black tea and it's the pumpkin spice, but it's decaf. So I can have this at night and it will not keep me up. And this is one, my favorite way to enjoy this is either with sweetener and some milk, or there is a creamer, the Dunkin' Donuts Pumpkin Munchkins, I think is what it's called. If you brew this up hot and add a little bit of that Pumpkin Munchkins creamer, oh my gosh, like this, it tastes like something you would get in a coffee shop. It's so good. So definitely excited about that one. And then the very last one that I pulled is also from Stash Tea, and this is their Blackberry, which is a loose leaf. I have that much. This one is one that is heavy on the hibiscus. The hibiscus is the first ingredient. So it's hibiscus, orange peel, rose hips, and raisins. Yeah. No. Hibiscus, orange peel, raisins, oh, rose hips. Oh, and natural blackberry flavor, chicory root, and licorice root. This one is definitely tart. So this is when I will just, I will brew it up in my little brewer pot thing and then put it over ice. I do like this one. I don't think I would repurchase it just because it is really tart. And I have other teas that have hibiscus that are not quite this tart. But because it is heavy on the hibiscus, I do really like this one for hydration because hibiscus is really, really good for hydration. It's almost like a natural Gatorade. So I definitely do like this tea for that purpose. Okay, so that is everything for this month's sip down. We'll see how much I can get through, how many more things I can finish. We're getting to the time of year where there's so many teas in my collection that I'm really, really excited to start drinking, but I don't necessarily want to like sip them down. So I may start doing the like shop my tea stash baskets again, like the weekly tea baskets, or I may do a monthly tea basket. I haven't really decided yet, but there's so many teas that I am just so excited to drink, like a lot of the pumpkin ones and just like the very fall flavors, like the maple and just some really, really good teas. So, definitely keep an eye open for seeing some tea basket videos coming up that are not just the sip down, because I'm definitely that's in the making right now. So anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for a little bit today. I hope you are all doing well, and I will see you very soon.